At the age of 102, World War II Navy veteran Charles Smith is one of the oldest residents in Richardson.
I'd say quite a bit.
For more than 10 decades, he's had a front row seat to our growing community.
Most everything around here was farm. This place right here wasn't up on this from Campbell Road to Arapahoe to Greenville Avenue to Jupiter. There wasn't half a dozen houses on it, farmers.
Although many of his friends went to Miss Bell's house, a private school designated a Texas Historic Landmark in 1982, Smith attended a schoolhouse on Greenville Avenue, now home to the Richardson Independent School District's administration offices.
I used to walk from my grandfather's and grandmother's house over the railroad track to school.
His mom, Ophi, was part of the Huffines family. She was a homemaker, while Dad was an oil well equipment maker. Some of his cousins worked as volunteer firefighters. For a short time, Charles lived with his grandparents, James Berry and Jane Elizabeth Smith, and even helped celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary.
I lived with them when I started the school. The house that my family was building wasn't built. They were still working on it. So I lived with my Smith grandparents. They lived on an urban street south of Beltline.
He met his future wife, Roseanne Julian, at school, and both graduated in 1938. A few years later, he began a job with his dad and remembers taking the inner urban to work and other places.
It ran from Denison to Waco, and it came right through Plano, Richardson, Dallas.
Charles, who has lived through 18 U.S. presidents, still remembers his young days, from hunting to playing football, and in his later years, enjoying some tea time at Sherrill Park Golf Course and even playing tennis. Nowadays, Charles enjoys spending time with his grandson and the rest of his family, looking at old pictures and going down memory lane.
I don't think about dying. No. I think I'm going to live to be 105.
Thank you for watching Richardson Today, keeping you connected.